Want to give your porch and patio a cozy fall makeover without spending a fortune? Imagine stepping outside and being greeted by warm autumn colors, gentle textures, and charming little touches, all created with Dollar Tree finds. Today, I'll walk you through 15 simple upcycling DIYs that will make your outdoor space look stunning. And trust me, no one will guess these treasures came from Dollar Tree. Here at Golden Years Lifestyle Hub, I love showing you easy, senior-friendly garden and home projects that bring joy to every season. So if you enjoy ideas that make life a little brighter, I'd love for you to subscribe and join our growing community. Now, before we dive into our first DIY, let's set the tone together. Every project you'll see today is budget-friendly and wonderfully simple. No heavy lifting, no complicated tools, and no frustration. Just the kind of relaxing projects that let you enjoy your afternoon without straining your back or your budget. It actually reminds me of the days when nothing went to waste. Do you remember that? A chipped teacup wasn't tossed out. It became a holder for sewing pins or a place to tuck a little plant. That same spirit is what we'll be bringing back today, giving new life to everyday things. And here's the best part. You won't just be saving money. You'll be creating pieces that feel personal and unique. Your neighbors might even come by and say, "Where did you get that?" And you'll smile because you'll know it only cost a few dollars and a little imagination. Are you ready? Let's begin this journey together and discover how simple changes can turn your porch and patio into a cozy fall retreat you'll be proud to show off. Hack 1. Mason jar leaf lanterns. Let's begin with something simple and heartwarming. Mason jar leaf lanterns. All you'll need are a few Dollar Tree mason jars, some Mod Podge, and pressed fall leaves in those gorgeous shades of orange, red, and gold. Gently brush a little Mod Podge onto the jar, press the leaves against the glass, and smooth them down like you're tucking them in with a blanket. Once they dry, you'll have rustic little jars that look like autumn itself is glowing inside. Now here's the fun part. You don't even need candles if you'd rather keep it easy. Try filling them with pine cones or acorns you've picked up on a walk. My neighbor once lined hers along the porch railing, and I'll tell you, every visitor thought she had ordered them from one of those fancy home decor catalogs. That's the beauty of this project. It's simple, affordable, and full of charm. Hack 2. Upcycled chair planter. Next, let's give an old chair a brand new purpose. If you got one that's a little too wobbly to sit on anymore, don't toss it out. Turn it into a flower throne. All it takes is a Dollar Tree flower pot set, right where the seat used to be. Imagine it filled with mums, pansies, or even asters. Flowers that bring color and cheer to the season. And here's a little gentle humor for you. A chair too shaky for company becomes the perfect seat for blossoms. It's almost like the chair knew its true calling all along. A dear friend of mine has one of these in her backyard, painted in bright sunflower yellow, and every fall it becomes the talk of her garden. Projects like this prove that with just a touch of imagination, even the most ordinary things can bring extraordinary joy. Hack 3. Rustic crate side table. Now let's add a little rustic charm with a crate side table. Dollar Tree often has those small wooden crates, and they're just perfect for stacking. Give them a coat of paint or a quick stain. Nothing fancy, even a sponge brush will do. Once they're dry, place one crate on top of another, and suddenly, you've got yourself a cozy little side table for the porch or patio. Top it with a basket of pine cones, a few faux pumpkins, or even a folded throw blanket for those cool evenings. The best part? It's lightweight, so you can move it around without any trouble. No heavy lifting, no straining. I like to think of it as the kind of piece you'd see at a country fair display. Simple, homey, and inviting. A friend of mine made 2 of these, one for each side of her porch swing, and now it looks like a picture out of a magazine. Hack 4. Porch rail flower boxes. Here's another easy one that always makes a big impact. Flower boxes for your porch rails. Just take a couple of Dollar Tree bins or baskets, secure them with sturdy zip ties right along the railing, and fill them up with flowers. If you want low maintenance, faux fall flowers work beautifully. But if you love the real thing, mums or pansies are excellent choices for the cooler season. This one always brings a smile to me because it feels a little nostalgic. It's like those charming window boxes we used to admire on houses, but here they're right at arm's reach. No ladders, no stretching, just simple beauty right where you can enjoy it. Imagine stepping outside with your morning coffee and seeing those bright autumn colors spilling over the rail. Your neighbors will probably wonder how you managed to get it looking so perfect without a landscaper. Hack 5. Dollar Tree Fall Wreath. Nothing says welcome like a wreath on the front door, and with a few Dollar Tree finds, you can create one that looks like it came straight from a boutique. Start with a simple foam ring, wrap it with ribbon in warm autumn tones, and then layer on faux fall leaves, mini pumpkins, or even a few sprigs of berries if you like. The beauty of this project is that it's easy enough for anyone to try. Even if you've never crafted a day in your life, you'll love how quickly this comes together and how proud you'll feel hanging it on your door. A friend of mine made one last year, and every time the mailman dropped off a package, he'd compliment her on it. Imagine that, bringing cheer not just to yourself, but to everyone who passes by your home. Hack 6. Tiered plant stand. Now let's move on to something clever and versatile, a tiered plant stand. All it takes are a few Dollar Tree trays and some candle holders. Simply stack them together with a little glue, and you'll have a multi-layer display that looks far more expensive than it really is. In the fall, fill it with mini pumpkins, pine cones, or small pots of mums. When Christmas comes, swap them out for poinsettias, ornaments, or even cookies for the grandkids. It's the kind of piece that adapts with the seasons, and yet it never feels like a chore to put together. One of my neighbors has hers right on the porch, and she says it's the first thing guests notice when they come to visit. A small project with a big impact, just the way we like it. Huck by. Here's a project that gives you that high-end look without the high-end price tag. Faux terracotta planters. Pick up a few plastic pots from Dollar Tree and give them a quick makeover with orange and white chalk paint. Just dab and blend until you get that soft, aged clay look, the kind you'd see in a charming Italian garden. The trick here is not perfection, it's texture. A little unevenness makes them look even more authentic. And here's a budget-savvy idea. Instead of using just one, cluster a few together in different sizes. That grouping creates such a designer feel, people will think you splurged at a fancy garden shop. I once saw this exact trick in a friend's backyard, and let me tell you, her neighbors were downright jealous of how elegant it looked, all for just a handful of dollars. Now, let's create a little corner of comfort with a cozy blanket and pillow basket. Take a simple Dollar Tree laundry basket and wrap it with jute rope or twine until it looks like something you'd find in a rustic home store. It doesn't take much time, and the transformation is incredible. Once it's wrapped, fill it with soft throws and porch pillows, and place it right by your favorite chair. Suddenly, you've created a warm little retreat for crisp fall evenings. I can picture it now, wrapping yourself in a blanket, sipping tea, and listening to the autumn breeze rustle through the trees. A neighbor of mine did this last fall, and her porch became the gathering spot for friends who just happened to drop by more often. It's amazing how something so simple can make your space feel like a cozy getaway. Hack 9. Wooden sign with Dollar Tree frames. Here's a project that will make your porch feel instantly inviting. A wooden-style fall sign made from Dollar Tree picture frames. Simply remove the glass, paint the backing boards in warm autumn shades, and use stencils to spell out something cheerful like Welcome Fall or Harvest Home. And don't worry if your handwriting isn't the best. No calligraphy skills needed here. Stencils are our friends. That's the secret that makes these look polished without the fuss. One of my friends has hers hanging by the front door, and everyone who visits insists it must have come from one of those pricey craft shops. But no, just a little paint, a little imagination, and some Dollar Tree magic. Hack 10. Pumpkin topiary. Now let's bring some real wow factor to your porch with a pumpkin topiary. All you need are 3 foam pumpkins from Dollar Tree. Stack them one on top of the other with a little hot glue, and you've got yourself a charming tower of autumn cheer. For a farmhouse touch, wrap some ribbon around the base, tuck in a few faux leaves, or even add a bough to the top. Place it beside your front door, and you'll have a statement piece that looks straight out of a home decor magazine. I remember seeing one of these at my neighbor's house last year. Guests stopped right at the doorstep just to admire it before ringing the bell. It's proof that sometimes the simplest projects bring the grandest results. Hack 11. Teacup Bird Feeder. This next idea will warm your heart as much as it does your garden. An upcycled teacup bird feeder. All it takes is an old teacup and saucer, glued together and attached to a stand or even a porch railing. Fill it with birdseed, and suddenly you've created the sweetest little dining spot for your feathered friends. I love this one because it feels so personal, almost like you're setting the table for company. And in a way, you are just the winged kind. Picture sparrows or cardinals stopping by for a quick snack while you sip your morning coffee. One of my friends has one of these feeders right outside her kitchen window, and she swears she gets more joy watching the birds each morning than she does from her newspaper. Hack 12. Dollar Tree Stone Path Stepping Pads. Now let's talk about something practical and pretty, DIY stepping pads. Instead of hauling heavy stones, which can be tough on the back and a little risky, try Dollar Tree's faux stepping stone mats, or even foam sheets spray painted to look like stone. Lay them out as a path across your patio or garden, and you'll have all the charm of a stone walkway without the heavy lifting. This is especially senior-friendly because it's lightweight, easy to adjust, and far safer than dealing with bulky real stones. And let me tell you, once you set them down, they look so convincing that visitors won't know the difference. A neighbor of mine used these last fall to create a little path leading to her porch swing, and it completely transformed her yard into a storybook setting, without straining her back or her wallet. Hack 13. Let's add a touch of whimsy with a porch pumpkin basket. Grab a simple wire basket from Dollar Tree and fill it with pine cones, faux pumpkins, and a ribbon or two in those cozy fall colors. Set it by your door or on a patio table, and suddenly it looks like you've just come back from the pumpkin patch. The best part? No muddy shoes, no hay stuck in your sweater, just all the charm without the mess. I once put together one of these for my porch, and a neighbor joked that it looked like a magazine shoot waiting to happen. It's quick, cheerful, and such an easy way to bring autumn right to your doorstep. Hack 14. Fall-themed wind chimes. Next, let's bring a little music to your outdoor space with fall-themed wind chimes. Start with Dollar Tree metal rings, then dangle faux leaves, beads, or even a few acorns strung on twine. Hang them where the breeze can catch, and every soft gust will bring a gentle reminder of autumn days gone by. There's something soothing about hearing those light chimes while you sit with a warm cup of tea. It takes me back to when I was younger, listening to the wind rattle through dried corn stalks on the farm. Simple sounds, but they stay with you. This little DIY lets you capture that same feeling right on your porch. Hack 15. Dollar Tree Pallet Shelf. And finally, let's round things out with a mini pallet shelf. Using wooden craft planks from Dollar Tree, glue or staple them together to form a rustic little display shelf. It's small enough to fit on your porch or even inside by the entryway, but big enough to hold a few treasures. Decorate it with faux pumpkins, a couple of candles, or even framed family photos to make it extra personal. One friend of mine used hers to display her grandchildren's fall artwork, and every visitor stopped to admire it. These little touches remind us that decorating isn't just about style. It's about telling the story of our homes and families. Before we wrap up, let me share a few bonus tips that will make your projects feel extra special. Don't be afraid to mix real nature finds, like pine cones, twigs, or acorns, with your Dollar Tree treasures. Those little touches of authenticity make your decor feel as if it came straight from the woods or a fall market. If you're placing things outside, a quick coat of outdoor safe sealant can help your pieces last longer through rain or chilly nights. And here's a trick I love. Rotate your decor seasonally. Use the same base piece like a crate or a tiered tray, and just switch out the accents. Pumpkins in the fall, poinsettias in winter, daisies in the spring. It keeps things fresh without starting over every time. Now, let's take a moment to look back at what we created together today. For planters and stands, we discovered the charm of the chair planter, the faux terracotta pots, and that clever tiered tray. For decorative accents, we made a fall wreath, a welcoming sign, soothing wind chimes, and baskets brimming with autumn color. And for those seasonal touches that make a house feel like home, we stacked pumpkin topiaries, dressed up mason jars, and filled our spaces with cozy, heartwarming details. And here's the gentle reminder I want you to carry with you. It's never about spending big. It's about adding warmth, personality, and charm with little touches that make your space feel loved. So now I'd love to hear from you. Out of all these porch and patio upcycles, which one do you see yourself trying first? Share your thoughts in the comments, because I always love hearing your ideas and stories. If today's video brought you a bit of inspiration, I'd be so grateful if you gave it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and subscribe to Golden Years Lifestyle Hub for more cozy, budget-friendly projects that bring joy to every season. Until next time, may your porch feel inviting, your patio full of joy, and may your golden years always be golden.